Okay, my name is Coma Serema. I'm the Executive Secretary of the Botswana Democratic Party, which is the ruling party in Botswana, and I've been here since 2005.
Excellent, excellent. And then could you characterize Botswana democracy broadly defined?
Yeah, I think we tended to follow democratic principles because that was derived more or less from our culture. We're coming from a culture of consultation, before anything is done at home, meetings will have to be called, whether it's a wedding or funeral or whatever. And sometimes this meeting goes on and on and on and on, even for months. People have to sit down and agree. We do have what we call the Kotla system from our cultural background, where every time there's an issue, people are called from the neighborhood to come and sit at the Kotla, and there will be an adjudicator, the Kosi, who is the chief, to ensure that the discussion goes very well. And at that Kotla, it is said that all the opinions, all the suggestions and everything are right. Everything is right, and everybody is encouraged to say their piece, to say what they think, so that at the end of the day they can sieve. It was this cultural background which sort of, when we now began the Republic, helped a lot in ensuring that we follow the issues of consultation, democracy, and ensuring that as well that the resources that we got from the diamonds, they were meant for the people. One of the good things that the government did then was to say that the resources are for the nation, not for a particular corner of the nation. And this has helped us, more or less, if you like, because the first politicians in Botswana were chiefs.
Right.
Yeah. So, unlike in other countries where chiefs were fighting for land, for this, here there was no such. So this chief tended to, consult and come up with a good model of democracy.
Because historically Botswana's had chiefs, ruling tribes, and that's what a lot of people cue off in looking at leaders. Do you feel like Botswanans view their leaders very deferentially, almost saying they know what's best and not challenging as much, or is there wide challenging of leadership?
At the beginning, you'll probably think that there wasn't that much difficult, but of course there were challenges, because even at that point, the tribes still had to ensure that they are one. Otherwise, one tribe will secede and say this. So they really had to discuss, sit down, and try for cohesion. But of course, it wasn't that difficult, like perhaps it would have happened in other countries. What is perhaps becoming more complex is the democracy that we now live in today. That's why you will probably have heard that even our party, the ruling party, which has been here since independence,
1965,
right, has suddenly had a breakaway. And the people who are moving out of our party are saying that the party is undemocratic. Yeah.
You're referencing the Botswana Movement for Democracy,
yes.
BMD?
Yes.
How would you characterize the accusations they're making towards the government?
Well, I'm probably going to be biased since I sit here all the time and be able to know where these guys are coming from. Some of them are of people of like minds. What I saw from them were people who were too eager to take over power. There are always succession issues in a party. And they probably thought that when Ian Kama came, he would suddenly take the young guys. Because that's what he used to do even at the military, when he was a military man. He used to surround himself with young people. But because he has learned a lot from his predecessors, he tended to continue the status quo and appoint ministers, some of them who are older enough. But these guys didn't take lightly to that. They were, I think in my view, they were driven more by ambition than democracy. And democracy was just used as a scapegoat.
So this division occurred within the Botswana Democratic Party.
That's right. Yes.
And the people who felt as though they had this internal ambition they were wanting to fuel, they were the younger members of the party?
Yeah, young members of the party.
But still the majority for BDP, for your party,
yeah, we still have majority.
Is large.
It's large, yeah. I think we are around 43. And the opposition will be around, what, 18 or 16, yeah, something like that.
Yes.
So we still can pass our policies.
Well, you reference policies. What would you say are the party's goals for the future? How do you maintain innovative ideas when you're in power many terms in a row? How do you continue to reinvent how you deliver services and protect the people?
From our party point of view, for the past 3 elections, every after elections we carry out a survey, a research to determine the voting patterns, to say why did people vote the way they did. What is it that they are not happy with regarding our policies, and how can we improve for the next elections? So that when we draw our manifesto for the coming elections, we are borrowing from a scientific research that would have been carried out. And this we found has been very helpful in ensuring that we act according to the needs of Botswana. Yeah. Besides that, the normal routines, our ministers, and including ourselves, always go around the country to address meetings and collect data, feedback from the people. And at our party level, we do have what we call National Council. Every year, it sits every year. It's about more than 200, 300 people coming all over from the country, chairpersons and secretaries of constituencies, MPs, councillors, members of the Central Committee. This body, the National Council, only sits to determine government policy and development issues, programs.
So is that out of the party organization?
It's out of the party organization.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
It's party organization. We have the National Council every year. Then we tend to have the Congress. The Congress is bigger than the Council. The Congress will have more than 1,000 people. That one sits every 2 years. And it's the body making decisions for the party. So recommendations that will come from Council will then go to the Congress for approval. And it's a continuous thing. It's a continuous thing that we always do. We consult. We don't want our government to be seen to be acting there and the people left behind.
Sure.
Yeah.
With these council meetings, how are the representatives selected? They're representing local constituencies, I'm imagining.
The chairpersons, first we do have what we call regions. So chairpersons of regions come because of their status, their positions. So and then we do have constituencies within a region. For instance, a region, we have 12 regions and 57 constituencies. So a region will probably have 6 constituencies. So even those constituencies, they will send chairperson and secretary of that constituencies. And then they will choose one councillor amongst the councillors. Say in a constituency there are 9 councillors, they will sit down and choose one councillor to come and represent them. And then they will also choose 2 observers who will come with them just to come and observe the proceedings.
Excellent.
So that's how we choose those people.
Thank you.
And then